Morning, guys. Today, I actually want to share out of the book of Esther. Um, I'm going to be reading chapters from chapter 4, verses 15 through 17. Then Esther told them to reply to Mordecai, "Go assemble all the Jews who are found in Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. I and my maidens also will fast in the same way, and thus I will go into the king, which is not according to the law, and if I perish, I perish." So Mordecai went away and did just as Esther had commanded. So, Esther was a Jewish maiden that the king married. She found favor. The king loved her very much and married her. And if I remember right, Haman, who was like the king's number 2 person, had concocted a plan into where basically all the Jews would be wiped out in the lands. And I think it was to start with Mordecai, because Mordecai was Esther's father, but Mordecai would never bow down to Haman like everyone else would. So Esther willingly decides to put her life on the line, because the law was that nobody went to see the king. Only the king could send for somebody to come see him. So she made the conscious decision to risk everything that she had, even her life, to go talk to the king. But she did want to do this alone. She needed support, spiritual support from God, protection from God, to do this. So she told servants to let Mordecai, her dad, know to go find all the Jews in the area that they were at, to not drink or eat for 3 days, which is fasting. And that she'll have her maidens do the same. And usually, when you're fasting, that's when they would be in continual prayer to God. And after 3 days of fasting, then she would go in to talk to the king, and her mindset was, I know this is against the king's law, so if I die, I die. So she was willing to pay the price to do what she felt needed to be done, which was save her people, which was, the right thing to do. So, to me, this is a complete show of somebody's love for their people. Her plan, her preparation, and her attitude, to me, when you read this, to me, is like, it's kind of a foreshadowing or kind of a prophetic example of Jesus Christ. Jesus had made a conscious decision to die for our sins on that cross. Now he did pray to God the Father, and asked his Father. In fact, I think in the prayer he says, "Abba, Father," which is more or less like, what kids call their dads daddies. He did ask God that if it was his will to relieve him of what he was about to do, because he knew he was going to be suffering great pain, and he also knew what he was going to do was going to end his life on earth as he knew it. But he also still said, "Thy will be done, not my own." So Jesus had already made the conscious decision to die on the cross for our sins. Pure and simple. Nothing was going to deter him. Because that is what he was sent to do, and he knew it. At this point where Esther made this conscious decision, she was willing to die for her people. And that's the kind of love and commitment that is Christ-like. And to me, whenever I read this, it kind of reminds me of the mindset that Jesus had. He knew he was going to die for our sins. He knew he was going to suffer horribly. And he was, well, so be it. It's got to happen, and it's going to happen. So, anyways, that's how, like I said, that's how I see Esther's actions here when she made that conscious decision and determination to risk it all to go talk to the king to save our people. So, hope you all have a blessed day. Love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.